There is a reason why I fear every Dooley I see, and it's the weapon core. Whether it's assault core or weaponized core or just the base core. If they're using their core as their main weapon, they are dreadfully scary, and I'm going to show you why.
You should know. I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Welcome back to the channel, I'm Artificer, you can call me Greg, and today we're doing something that we have seen a lot, but I have not done. And when I say we are doing, we're playing Dooley. I have recorded commentary for a haste friend build, and a burn build, and a shield build, but not a damage build, despite damage probably being the best Dooley archetype. We did get the assault core, which is technically weaker. It's 1 second cooldown longer, and it's basically going to live on the far right of our board anyway, so we don't care about its secondary effect. Day one, we just need something to make it trigger, and Chris Army Knife is exactly that.
Enjoy your purchase.
Chris Army Knife into our assault core. We're probably just going to go Banana Bull. I don't see there being a reason why we would go either of the other two. Banana Bull's nice. 2 out of the 3 times you get something you can sell for healing. And then with Dooley, the other option is Duct Tape, which is just a good Dooley item in general. You love to see Duct Tape between your core and a fast firing item. Then if you can buff it, I just went on talking about 5 minutes for Duct Tape and then we didn't get it. But if you can buff it shielding, it gets very, very, very strong. I would normally just go to the furnace and get a small burn item here, but we have Andy who sells small items.
Size dilutes the brain.
Because we want lots of small
Mine
items next to them.
highly
And I'm
concentrated.
going to buy all of them here. GPU,
Remember,
it can go to the left of the core,
diamonds
so we can
come
help the
in
core
small
charge.
boxes.
When I use any item to the left of this, charge it 1 second. But it also then hastes the core, so the whole core becomes a 4 second cooldown. So if you activate this, the core's cooldown becomes 4 seconds because it's hasted, right? It gets charging a lot faster. And then you charge it as well, so it's like a little double buff. Power Sand is just really nice for Chris Army Knife because it gives the adjacent weapon damage and shielding. So it buffs both of it, and it's also a 4 second cooldown for Assault Core. And then last but not least, Crypto. When you, at the start of each hour, set this to a random number between 0 and 5. I'm buying it for 2. I'll sell it for 4 or 5 in the future. Very, very good indeed. Unfortunately, we don't get Deborah here. I would have loved to see us get to level 2. But I'll take Ryukon. We're not going to get anything particularly strong to begin with, but we can take Quick Draw because every cooldown reduction on Assault Core is just going to make our build hit harder. Like, we have the option of Standard Ordnance, rather, but when we level up, we get plus 30 damage. This plus 6 is going to be forgotten very early on. This 2% could lead to something great. I'm going to check Crypto every hour because at the moment, it's gone down. We're in the trough right now. I wasn't Crypto bro, but I knew some. Apologies if I sound a bit like sniffly or bunged up or anything. I'm not ill, I was just out. It's wet and cold and miserable out there. So we lose day 1, which is a bit sad. This is quite a strong day 1 Dooley, but of course we didn't have any damage on our core, so that wasn't going to happen. There are some tools that are really good for us, actually. I'd be tempted to go to the Lost Crate and just get some XP. Which I might do, because I think we're going to find the cores no matter what. But every time we level up, we get plus 30 damage. And while we're definitely going to level up before the next fight, this is perfect. This is also very good. So we got 2 very good options here. But yeah, getting XP now, there's a chance we level up twice before the next day. So yeah, we probably go with upgrade the core here over reduce it by 10 seconds. Because that does reduce it, but also increase our damage because it's tiered up. We still don't have very expensive crypto, although the next hour is about to move. Do I want Midsworth for small items or just get a friend? I think I'm just going to get a friend. I think we're strong enough here as it is. And yeah, as I say, there aren't going to be many friends we get we're going to be like sad about. Crypto is still 1. I believe this changes. At least I heard this changes in your stash, but maybe it doesn't because it hasn't changed since. And I think we roll for Rogue Scrapper. If we can get the 3 XP and then find, I think maybe 1 XP, or we might have enough. Yeah, we might have to find 1 more XP. But if we can beat this, then we'll be in a great spot. It looks like we should be able to with our cooldowns. Yeah, we're going to be okay. It's relatively close, but thanks to Power Sander and Chris Army Knife, like our core kind of negates their item, and then we just get ahead that way. Okay, so I'm going to slot Crypto for now, so we can actually start leveling that. I don't think there's anything we really want at Ryucon, but I also don't necessarily know if there's anything we want at Sterling. Like, upgrading any of these doesn't matter, and then we're just like paying double for an item that we would get anyway. Laser Pistol's good here. And Crypto is 4, so I'll sell it. I think I swapped Laser Crystal for Wallace for now. We'll hold on to Junkyard Repair Bot in case we get... what's the little haste guy called? I can't remember. I don't remember all of the Dooley friend names yet.
See landfill?
Which is strange because they should be easy to remember because they're all called like Chris or Walter or Pierre. We do have a haste item actually. So this could be really good for our GPU. Because haste 2 seconds is, funnily enough, twice as good as haste 1 second. But if this was 2 seconds to 3 seconds, then this is less good, I guess.
That's been sitting there 20 years. Wait.
What we're really looking for... Crip swears by these items. And I just don't get it. It's plus 10 damage. So I guess it's plus 20 damage to adjacent weapons. But it takes so long. It is only a 4-second cooldown though. I'll buy it because I have a ton of money.
That's a bargain.
And we're about to level up, so there is a world in which we slot it. And then Clockwork Blades, I think, is a buy. Basically, we're just trying to reduce our cooldowns as much as possible.
Well,
That's really what we want to do.
Clean up the bazaar.
And then we're going to give our leftmost weapon, which is going to be this, 5 damage. So sell. I'll wait to sell this, because it'll reduce all of our items' cooldowns until we level up and we slot something else. But this we can sell now, because it's going to give this 2 haste. And then we go next, we level up. We don't have any vehicles. We could give the core plus 3 weapons, but I think I'll take a PAL. Because some of our friends, not that one, but some of our other friends are very, very good. Okay, so now we sell this, and now this is even faster. And now I want the Epicurean chocolate to buff Chris and the Assault Core. And then we go into our next fight.
You should know.
We are now a very strong Dooley build, because our core is already dealing 95 damage. And they are going to reload their rifle, so this should be close. I think we edge it out, to be perfectly honest. And by edge it out, I think we destroy it.
Defeat does not defeat me.
We only got to use Epicurean chocolate twice, though. Would have been nice to use it more. We might have to tactfully feed to a neutral just to get this to trigger enough. Get a non-weapon item? I don't think so. We can get luck and slow skills, but they all sell for 12 at a minimum. And while we can sell stuff to make that happen, I think we just go JJ. Because there are good items we're looking for, including memory card.
Do you have to leave already?
Maybe even including light bulb. And maybe even including Uzi. They're all amazing items for us. I think we get rid of this. Power Sander moves up here. Memory card comes down here. By the way, I hear memory card isn't staying as is for long. And I think for now we'll run Uzi. I think the cooldown on memory card is going to be increased quite dramatically. At the moment, it's 4 seconds. So, memory card, a small item. Every 4 seconds, it gains +1 value. And then when you sell this, give the core plus damage equal to this item's value. Might not sound great, but a 4-second cooldown item is actually exactly what you want for a core, like, a core weapon build, where we're using our core as our main weapon. And then you can eventually sell this for like 90 plus gold. And just have a ton of money, and then your core gets very, very, very strong.
Maybe I should lower my prices.
I don't think there's any world in which we go to Gumball Machine, especially when we get a free friend. We don't really care for Micro Dave. And I think while we could tactically feed to make this and this charge more quickly, I think we just go to Eccentric Ether right anyway.
The sparks!
Because this, she shields,
everywhere!
so it should be a longer fight. But I think we have enough damage to keep her shield down low. And maybe even beat her. And then if we can beat her, it's a ton of XP. And if we level up, we get plus 30 damage. And we would need this to trigger
You know that would
at
happen!
bronze level
Didn't care.
30 times to be worth winning this fight. So yeah, we take that. We go rare merchants here. Curio is very important. We don't get it. Curio is very important for these Dooley builds. You want to get your cooldowns as low as possible. Quicksilver sells small and medium. We basically just want small items.
Don't care.
I might hold on to a remote control for a while. I don't regularly
Not very
end up with
big though,
remote
is it?
control in my Dooley
I'll
builds.
take it, I guess.
Because it is a 10-second cooldown to use the core. It's okay with base core, because base core you can put the remote control to the right of, and use the base core to trigger it. But it's one fewer thing that's going to be helping your core charge. In exchange for making your core charge twice sometimes, or activate twice sometimes. I think we actually just take the income here. And then what do we want to slot? We probably slot Light Bulb. Light Bulb is fantastic, mostly because it's a 3-second cooldown charge. Every 3 seconds, give the Assault Core 1 charge, is effectively what it says. And then I guess we throw in Power Sander, but we don't care too much about it. In fact, I think we care more about Power Sander buffing Crisami Knife than we do Crisami Knife critting. And then the Uzi can just get the extra crit. We don't want burn items, we don't want burn skills, so we'll go to Quicksil again.
huge.
Double
You have any
Quicksil.
Huge items?
And now, I wonder how this upgrade's going to work, because this says 2 seconds, but if we upgrade it, will it remain... For science, we'll do this. This should now say 3. Okay, cool. So it retains its buff, which is good. I've played with Bellista once, or Bellista. She's okay, but you have to be running very much a hasty build. Much better with Companion Cube. Companion Core, rather. I'm going to keep calling it Companion Cube.
Midsworth says
I'm a Steam
bad
man.
at this, but I just want the huge things.
This is only going to trigger 5 more times, but that should be enough to defeat a Vanessa.
I may be young
There is a
for
world in
captain,
which we
but
rotate
I've
it
seen my
out.
share of storms.
But off the top of my head, I think we only have 1 small item left over, right? We've got Wallace. Or Wallace. Or Wallace. Oh,
Bring her
God.
about! I've got another salvo.
We are a little bit stronger early. This is what I mean. So, for the content, I haven't been running this build much. Because, to be honest, it's a little overtuned right now. It's not very content-y. Oh yeah, we have a remote control. There are there are more fun builds. Well, maybe there aren't more fun builds. This is a very, very fun build. Miss Isles could be good as well. Every 2 seconds use it, and then when you use the core, reload
Just
it.
toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
I've not tried a Miss Isles with a core base before. We could also do DJ Robot. You get 3 nanobots there. They're quite long cooldown though. They're not really great for the assault, for the core being a weapon, which is the build
You
we're
might
trying to go for here.
Shop. Real friendly guy.
Man, I want Nufu, but I want
Well,
Kirin more.
howdy, hero.
And here we go. Just kidding. So this can bait you. Let's get some money. We'll do that for now. So do we have the proper one here? Yeah, okay. So there's an item called Insect Wing that when you want as this Dooley build. When you sell this, reduce your items cooldown by 3% just for a bronze
Warms
item.
my rusty
Incredible.
circuits
I'll also
to
take
see
the
that
extra
I
XP.
know.
But then there's this, the Eagle Talisman, and the art isn't in there yet. So they're currently using the Insect Wing. This just gives your leftmost item crit chance. I might also take it, because on the off chance there's crits, then I think it might also give itself crit chance, but I could be very wrong about that. Although 4 damage on our weapons, no, I'm not crazy about this. The makeshift barricade, I completely overlooked for the longest time until it destroyed me yesterday. So there's a typo at the bottom. When you sell this, give your leftmost slow item, it's just +1, not +1000. And that's what I've always bought it for, because you come to Curio to buy items, to sell them, to buff stuff. Because it's like you're recycling, right? You're buying junk from him and turning it into new things. I like the concept, very cool. But its active ability, every 6 seconds, not that long for a Dooley build, so we're not buying it here. Slow enemy items for 1 second. That's all enemy items. In a Vanessa Firehouse build, or in a Dooley slow build, like a pylon build or something, this is insane. Actually insane. Slow all enemy items for 1 second. Normally with slow builds, you're running it alongside haste, like with pylon or something. Or just the enemy can't move anyway, so 6 seconds isn't that long. Makeshift barricade. Sleeper pick. Very, very strong. And here's the other thing you're looking for, is a feather. When you sell this, reduce your leftmost item's cooldown by 4%.
That's been
also very good.
20 years.
Sunderer is also a very good item from Curio. One of the only ones you want to keep and not sell. Every 4 seconds, deal 5 damage, and your enemy's shield items lose 2 shield for this fight. Pretty strong weapon. Like every 4 seconds is a pretty good cooldown for a weapon. You know, Chris Army Knife is 4 seconds. Power Sander, 4 seconds. We don't have anything else 4 seconds in here. 4 seconds is a good time. It's like the average low time. But reducing the shield your opponents do, especially early, can lead to some very solid early runs. We'll go with this for now. So we'll sell this to boost our thing, sell this. And I think I'm taking the chocolate out. And maybe even like the Uzi for the remote control before I sell Inset Wing. Because now this is 9.7. This is 1.9. That didn't change much. But missiles was never going to change much. In fact, I might ditch the Uzi. Man, it's hard to ditch Light Bulb because 2.9 seconds is very fast for a small item. So maybe we ditch the Power Sander too. And I want missiles to get some of this chocolate.
Fine.
She's very strong.
Right off into the sunset.
In fact, I think I do drop this for now. Let's run remote control for this round. So that after 9 seconds, which is this would have charged twice at that point, we can just end the game with an Assault Core trigger.
I'm faster than lightning!
There's also just a chance we destroy her now. Does it go off once more?
The Bazaar will go dark without me!
We were too fast. And this is a balance you've got to strike a lot while playing Dooley weapon especially. Is you don't want your fights to end too quickly. Because you want to be able to get your chocolate to pop off. You want to be able to have your memory card charge a lot more. I'm going to keep this scrap in the off chance that we do end up with a duct tape. And we go to Zara here because there are some crazy things we can get, like static acceleration. When you haste, give your items crit for this fight. We only have 1 haste at the moment, but there's a chance we get more. But this works in great combination with heavy machinery. When you use the core, haste an item for 4 seconds. And then letting off steam when you burn, give the core haste. We are going to buy heavy machinery. Because we're going to be using our core a lot. And I think even though Tinker is here, and we're still looking for some key items like Walter, I think we go eating contest. Oh, that is a small friend though. But that could very easily be like Charcoal, who we don't care about. So we're going to go to the eating contest. We want to not waste this opportunity. And to do that, I would have to sell scrap, which I'm okay doing. I don't hate selling scrap here. Because it still gives Chris Army Knife a decent chunk of stuff. A decent amount of shielding. And we're going to keep Chris Army Knife for a long time. He's just a very valuable thing to have. On your level up, if you get damage per tool, he's a tool. If you get gain citrus per friend, he's a friend. If you get damage per weapon, he's a weapon. Like the fact that he has all 3 of those archetypes is very good. He's also just a 4-second cooldown weapon. Or at least he used to be. Now he's even better. Because we used a bunch of cooldown reduction stuff on him. That is a very scary Vanessa build. It's going to be extremely explosive, and this fight is not going to last long. Because we've already won. And this is why I don't want to slow down on the chocolate. Against players especially. Because if we had taken something out there, we just lose. And at the moment, we've got a good win rate going. We lost that very first game, but since then we've been good. Alright, how much money do I actually have? Because if I go to All-In, who sells gold skills, I would need 12 money. And I think I have 10 available. And I could sell the chocolate, which would be 12. So we can go All-In. And if he has something good immediately, we can buy it. So we'll do that. Okay. This can be okay if you roll duct tape. This is okay. Plus 30 shield for what would be Chris Army Knife. And what could eventually be duct tape. Is it worth selling all of these? I think it is, actually. I think it is. So we're going to do it. And I was kind of hoping for a free item here. But sure, spare change. In fact, you know what? I'll even run the spare change. Right, now this goes between these guys. To give them both crit. We did just lose a full item that was on a 4-second cooldown. So while I do want to... I'm just going to sell these because they're going to get in my way. While I do want to slow our build down so that memory card can trigger a lot, I don't know by how much I want to slow it. It might just be the GPU coming out. And let's see if we can still win like this. Missiles is triggering every 2 seconds and will reload before it runs out of ammo. Yeah, okay, we're still winning very, very fast. And our memory card is not gaining much. Which is a shame. We've got a poison item here to sell. Reduce your leftmost friend's cooldown by 5%. 1.8 seconds. This just means we get a really, really fast trigger, which is great for core and could be good for things in the future, like duct tape, right? We could get a shield very, very quick. Speaking of which, that's not it. But it is a big thing we can sell. So now we have to go Gina because we're out of options. When the core gains haste, give it plus 10 damage this fight and haste the core for 2 seconds. That could be okay. We're selling force field, we're selling the poison thing. I think we take this and roll, because this, while it's 3 seconds for 5 shield, is fine. Blast doors are absolutely not the play. This could just be what we run while we're waiting for something good. And we still don't really find something good here. Like, this is okay, because it's every 4 seconds, 20 shielding, which would be increased by a further 30, so it'd be 50 shielding every 4 seconds. That's quite a bit, but we're in the realms of 1,000 health now. This haste are other medium items for 1 second, this does for 2, and when your core gains haste, which it does every 3.8 seconds, and maybe every, well, wherever this triggers, yeah, we'll run like this. And we're still incredibly strong, so I don't see a world in which we lose this.
Boring!
It should be relatively easy.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything.
And we get the win. Okay. Where do we want to go? We could go for a weapon ability here. Or 75 health. I think we're going to go for a weapon ability, because 75 health against our 1000 isn't a massive amount now. Oh, this is the wrong event. They share a picture. This is the charter thing. That's fine. This is still what we want to do. I would like to see Curio, though. I would have loved to see Curio. We go Quixel.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
And we get the Uzi back if we want it. We get Beta Ray. I'm going to take Beta Ray as well as Uzi. And we can actually go to Zara and sell this if we get a good roll. And we do. So we've also got tools of the trade when you use a tool. And we have, obviously, Chris Army Knife. And that's it. I thought GPU was a tool, but it's not. Cog is a tool. We've got this again, but the upgrade to heavy machinery is fantastic. Normally, haste upgrades just upgrade how long you haste something. The heavy machinery upgrade haste 2 items instead, which is fantastic. Now, whenever we trigger the core, 2 items get hasted. Now, we want something who's going to be tanky. I think it's going to have to be Loan Shark. And I think I'm going to remove our light bulb for this. This is streamlining our build. In fact, I'm just going to remove Chris Army Knife as well. And we're just going to go with these 4. And we're still going to destroy the Loan Shark. I'm sure of it. Because he doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, he's already dead already. And we have, like, perma haste on these 2 items especially. Man, that almost wasn't worth the effort. We got so little value out of doing that. Shark Claws I might keep in, unironically. Like, these 2 items are good, but this triggers just as often and then gives one damage to our Assault Core, which is only 1 damage, but at this point. Escalation Protocol we absolutely want. 5.7 seconds, even stronger now. And then we might get some health. I think we get some health. With chocolate bars. We can also get a friend, but I think we'll go chocolate bars. We'll sell Shark Claws, and we'll get a bunch more health. Because while I said health isn't really that important, we do want some. We don't want no health. And now we have 1,500, which is nice. Oh, perfect. This is absolutely isn't the same picture, by the way. It just looks the same to me. I hate when we get into this situation where we have very little money, and the only option we have for the free thing is borrow, because I don't want to lose income. But A, we have free money, so we could go to Barkin and skip, because there's no way we can afford a medium item. However, we can go to the docks. We can work for our coin, we can get a weapon skill, and it's the Temporal Strike, which is okay maybe later, if you have exactly 1 weapon when you use it slow an item. Right now that's useless. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons. But there is a world where we don't have Uzi, we can drop Chris Army Knife, and maybe we can drop missiles. The issue with missiles here is that she's kind of carrying. I mean, she's not kind of carrying. She's like our main fuel for our core. For example, she goes off twice before Chris Army Knife even goes off once. Ready? He's charging, she's gone off twice. Which means every 1.8 seconds we get a skip of 1 second on our assault core. Oh my god, we lost. Did you see him drop to 1 health and then crit me to 0? That was insanity. Well, that's unfortunate, but what that really means is we just get to scale our build even harder for even longer. We go to Deborah because we want experience, because we want our core to get even stronger. Reduce our leftmost friend. I'm kind of tempted to not do this for missiles anymore because we might be getting rid of her. But for now, we'll keep it. We go to rare because we want to go to silver and we would love to see Curio one day.
What's up?
I'll go to Orion because his tools are very useful, like duct tape, which we finally
when
get.
that comes in handy.
Duct tape is probably replacing Uzi here and going in between these guys because it's our rightmost shielding item, so it gets plus 30.
It's okay to just browse.
And these 2 will be our fastest firing things. So let's drop this. Wow, I'm tempted to drop the GPU for this. I'll keep Beta Ray in. But let's run like this. We could actually beat the Infernal with our proper build. But let's go against Thug, who also, he's going to increase our cooldowns by 1 second. With Bonk. We could genuinely lose to Thug as well. Because this is now 2.7, which is nowhere near as strong. But now we're starting to pop off. No, we don't lose. We never lose. But we got a couple more triggers of memory card. It's at 24 now. Good God. I mean, that's okay. This is alright. We should probably swap Uzi in for it just in case. Even if we're not going to be using Uzi for a while. Small non-weapon, chocolate bars, or Andy. Damn, that's actually hard. I think we go Andy here. Like, health isn't going to help too much. We're still going to get one shot no matter what. When you use your leftmost item, charge your rightmost item. That's a nasty combo. Because what we can do now, we can do this, where Light Bulb is a 3-second cooldown next to Duct Tape. That's fine. But where this...
Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
...is now charging the core for 2 seconds every time it triggers. So every 1.7 seconds, we make the core trigger 2 seconds faster. Cog is also fantastic. I might get this for like later insurance if I want to sell memory card. And now we find Tox Clocks.
Enter purchase link.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. You might be selling Chris Army Knife here. Chris Army Knife might be dropping. Because this freeze ray is going to become 2 seconds. And when you use the core, give it haste for 2 seconds. So it's getting remarkably stronger. GPU is hasting the core for a long time. It's hard to get rid of that. I think what we would do is when we're happy to sell memory card, we put cog in. We would just love an upgrade to memory card first. But I don't know if we're getting one. And we are starting to lose fights, which is a bit problematic. This is a bit closer than I want it to be. Oh no. We lost. Damn it. He just barely got enough shielding off of this combat core. See, this is why I should have sold memory card. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get max health. We'll sell our memory card. For 28. Put this in. We kind of trolled a little bit because we could have just run Chris Army Knife Uzi. But our assault core is starting to fall behind. We're going to go pole.
This is talking fast.
Because there is a chance we find something incredible for our build. We don't. And if you don't find anything incredible, you don't replace anything. Enhance our offensive items. I'll take it. Because we have so much money. But 12 damage on our core, while it would have been the difference last fight, I don't think it'll be the difference anymore. And now we don't care about, like, elongating our fights. We just want to go fast. We aren't quite yet at the point where we're sort of instantly winning. And so it might be these two out until we're at that point. But new fuel will help. He says. For exactly one friend, reduce it and the core's cooldown by 5%. That could be good. That gets us even closer to just permacasting these two. So let's do it. And let's get rid of you again. We'll do this for now. I could go monster loot looking for shielding. In fact, we want Uzi out. We don't want any weapon. Oh, no, yeah. I was like, we want Uzi out because we want Temporal Strike to work, but we're never going to get it to work because we're invested in missiles now. Okay. Eating contest for 150 health. Or trophy hunt for... I want to do trophy hunt because you can also get the freeze. Yeah, the freeze one from it. Ammo is also good for us, and scrap is also good for us. So we sell scrap, buff this. We sell ammo to buff this. And now we might even get rid of light bulb for this. And then sell this. Freeze for 3 seconds is pretty strong. Do we want loot items or 2 more XP? I think we go loot items again, because these are pretty good. That one isn't. Feather is fantastic for us, though. So I'll forgive them giving me 2 cinders, which I'll hold for now because I don't need to sell them. And it's Grippy. We hope that this works out. Tripwire. Oh, it's a firehouse. Firehouse is very strong against us. We don't really have the sustain to deal with it. And she has the sustain to deal with us. So I think we lose again, actually. It's close. But yeah, we do. Tripwire is really bad for us because it slows down our items pretty much permanently because they are triggering every 2 seconds. And we're at the fates already. When you use your slowest weapon and freeze an item for 1 second. I mean, that's probably the best one. And we have a ton of money, so Nufu better give us some expensive things.
Let me train you.
The best defense. When you use a weapon, keep weapons adjacent to it +4 damage doesn't help us. When you use an item, all your items gain 10% crit chance for this fight. Your items have 50% less crit chance. There is a possibility that this is good. Because we use our items a lot. And core critting could have saved us in some of these fights. So let's go with it.
Bazaar is a rabid beast.
We go to Bora because we want to hit another level up if possible. Man. We have some options now. Roaming Isle is the most golden XP. We do not need all 3 XP though. We're going to get 1, 2, 3. We should get 3 more. So we can even go for Elite Duelist. Elite Duelist is the highest roll one, right? Because if we get Big Ego, our problems are solved. Ferrous Khan isn't particularly good here because we've got more than 1 weapon always. So 1 shot, 1 kill isn't going to help, even if that would usually be kind of cool with the core. I'm going to roll the dice on the Elite Duelist. There's a lot of items, but there is a chance we get Big Ego. We can also end up with holsters, which can help our sort of like early ramp instead of maybe fiber optics. We get a revolver. That's fine. It's whatever. We go all in here. We just want bigger, better skills. I don't think titanium casing is worth it. Nor is microfiber. These also don't look incredible. What's this? Medium items have +8 crit chance? I guess? We're not slowing, so may as well. Tools have crit. Leftmost friend. Probably going leftmost friend. 1.6. We get 1.5. We can't get 1.5. Not yet. Eating contest. And then we've got to sell some things. To make space for all these chocolate bars. And then somehow, with the Dooley crit build, we're on our last legs. Do I want to put in a light bulb as a last ditch effort instead of fiber optics? I don't think so, because this is triggering Assault Core once every 2.9 seconds. This is triggering Assault Core once every 1.6 seconds. Even though it's 1 fewer trigger. It's also 1 fewer thing to eat up our hastes. I think this is the strongest build we have. We just weren't able to scale our core efficiently enough to make it a threat. This might go better though. Yeah, okay. When we get to do our stuff, when we're not slowed, we get to basically perma-stun the enemy. Or not perma-stun, but we get freeze up constantly on the enemy. Slowing down what they want to do. We go weapon skills and we're looking for big ones. I don't know if we're looking for ones that are this big though. That's a little bit spooky. Shatter might be the better play. Because we are freezing somewhat regularly. We're also giving haste to this. I wonder if that's even remotely a good idea. I wonder if we should be hasting missiles a lot more. Let's roll. We've got the money to roll. When you use a friend, give your weapons plus 2 damage. When you use your slowest weapon, freeze for 2 seconds. Yeah, that's just better. Because our slowest weapon is the core. And we're investing fully on just getting the core to fire often. We'll get some diamond chocolate bars. We'll sell this. I'll hold on to Chris Army Knife and Light Bulb for now. Vorkus might be difficult to fight, but I don't see any reason why not to try.
Target acquired.
The extra gold is worth it. Basically, we're just gonna sort of run our heads into the freeze thing. Actually, no, he's the wrong one. Perfect. And we got to 98% crit chance that fight. We are getting to some insane levels of crit. Finally, another one of these. Upgrade your core. 4.3 seconds now.
My lessons
We go to
are
Nufu.
painful.
He gives
Are you
us
prepared?
our final core upgrade. Or Lefty Lucy. I think we have to take this. 4.3 becomes 3.4. We should have just got a hell of a lot stronger. I'll also go for the plus 20 damage boost, and then we'll just throw it against this this Vanessa and see what she's got. There's it's a Vanessa build. It could be hyper aggro and wipe us out before we get to move. But I see some poison, some slow as well, which is going to be annoying. But apparently we now just move way too fast. 58% crit chance as well. You love to see it. Okay. So we've got our build now. We can just get stronger through skills. We can continue to scale with, I say scale. We can continue to buy these when they come by. I don't think we care for diamond items. Cost way too much. We'd much rather diamond skills. Because our items, we need the exact right items to appear. There's a smaller skill pool that we can get stuff from. We definitely go Lord Arkham because Unwavering would be nice. Standard Ordnance is okay.
I have many enemies.
He's also dead. Immediately. I mean, so this is 3.4 seconds now. And then every, what is this, 1.6 seconds, it gets charged twice. So, yeah. We'll take the XP. Because we just want to keep getting levels and keep scaling our core. In fact, we'll take the XP. Reduce the core's cooldown? Absolutely. 3.1 seconds now. And then Nufu, sell us something broken, please.
You must find the quiet within.
These are terrible. Go again. This one's okay. When you use the core, give adjacent weapons plus 5 damage for this fight. We don't have any adjacent weapons, my friend. I guess when you use a tool, because we have one, and that's, oh, we have 2 even, but this very rarely triggers. I might even just hold the money.
If you seek the violent path.
I know we have a ton of money, but there's no point in using any of those. The only one I was remotely tempted by is the crit for burn one, and we could eventually get like a lighter or something, right? That's a 3-second cooldown. That's pretty good. It's not as good as the 2-second cooldown here, though. Oh my god. This is a lot of burn. Oh, he doesn't get to play the game. Oh, he has Glass Cannon. Okay. That's why he doesn't get to play the game. Glass Cannon might be a good upgrade for us now. Because we trigger so quickly. This is also good for us. When you crit, give your weapons plus 20 damage. Against tank... So the reason why I'm actually tempted to do this is because if we run into tankier builds, we are going to need to have something to tear through them. Curio, I love the 3% cooldown reduction, but honestly, Nufu can sell us some broken stuff now. Like this.
My skills are not weapons.
Now we actually just permafreeze the enemy. I'm pretty sure. 1.7 seconds or 1.6 seconds go by, and we trigger the core. We freeze 2 things, one of them for 2 seconds. Right. Heavy weaponry is absolutely useless for us. This is also useless for us now. We'll get a shield item. Combat core, how I would have loved to see you a long time ago. A long time ago. We might go Gumballs here. I'm just going to sell everything. And we'll go Gumballs and we'll buy all 10 in a row. I genuinely don't think I've ever done this, because I always have something in my stash. So we get health, damage, shield, shield. Shield's great, by the way, because duct tape scales pretty well with shield. And then crit chance, I don't think it actually helps. So it's kind of a sad thing that we got so many of them, because we have minus 50% crit chance to begin with. Max health skills, we want the small one maybe, or this one, yeah. I've got both, cool. Small gains.
The bones for stronger.
Alright, and now we are kind of just speed running to the end. We're just going next, buying skills, next. This is, I haven't said this yet, oh wow, this is a tanky pig. It used to be. And permafreeze, by the way. This is why, but this is a pre-beta build. Playing this just before the beta drops. They have said that one of many things they're looking at changing between now and the beta drop is limiting the number of skills you get. Of course, that wouldn't really matter this game, because I would be trading out. So say if you could only have 6 skills, I would trade out machine learning, we're already diamond. I would trade out heavy weaponry that we just got, don't need it. We've never used temple or strike, and we're already down below 6 at that point. But I could get rid of like clockwork, plus 30 damage isn't doing too much for us anymore. Scope shot absolutely isn't doing anything for us anymore. We like building crescendo, we'd keep that. Rear shielding we could drop and just get rid of duct tape for like another fast firing item, you know. Basically what I'm saying is, with this build we have the space to do what we need to. We just take glass cannon now for the content. There is a chance that we lose because we just did that.
You must find quiet within.
Increase shield equal to your level's fine as well. Just makes duct tape even stronger. We were also running out of money and I didn't want to spend on anything else. I love that we killed Lord Arkan within 3 seconds. That's fun. Battery. There's something we could end up replacing duct tape with. Charge the item to the left of this for 4 seconds. That is pretty insane. We could do something crazy, like put battery on the far right side. So then in 1.6 seconds, when missiles triggers, it charges the core by 1 second, which would basically finish it off. And then battery and core would both finish at the same time. Battery would charge core again, because battery gets charged by fiber optics, and then core would double fire. But that would only really be good for Vanessas. But we have that option now, right? Where we could just... If we see a Vanessa, we can just go with that bursty version. Or if we see another Dooley. Max health skills.
Bulk up, get solid.
Just take this again.
That's right.
It's not a massive amount of health, but it's enough. Jules' Cafe, plus 40 damage. And it's the same big build. Which hopefully, we just perma-stun again. They are looking into freeze as well, considering how they would want to change it. Yeah, until he gets some means of not being permafroze. And this is currently the issue with freeze. Is freeze just destroys large item builds, or at least builds that don't have many active items. Yeah, there's not an awful lot they can do. Get a tool, sure. Charging station. That could be fun, actually. This is kind of like fiber optics plus the... we had a similar item earlier that was buffing our core. I can't remember what it's called. Some sort of computer type thing.
My lessons are painful.
We're almost definitely not going to use it, though. Alright, mixed messages. When you use a non-weapon item, reduce a weapon's cooldown by 10% for this fight. Bye.
I care little for gold.
No, Adira is there now. Get a small weapon. Ooh, Alpha Ray. See, the issue is we can't use Alpha Ray because it becomes our longest cooldown weapon then.
I came here to train, not conquer, but I may reconsider. You have started a war today.
It's a 2.7 second cooldown on this, 1.3 on this, 1.8 on this, because we got mixed messages. Hey, the Eclipse, that's nice to sell. Give the core +3 damage for each weapon you have. Sure thing. We don't care for this. We don't care for this. So we'll just do the battle. It's more XP, and it's potentially a broken item or skill. I would love to have prosperity. Or toughness. Or I could get Space Scraper, which sells for 1 million. Ready? Bang. 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 And I have 128 gold. Fear me. Okay, it's a Vanessa, so this could have been one of those chances that we have to put the battery on the other side. But I think we're just going to run with this. And this is for the win. This is win or lose, because we've been to the Fates. She has a lot of health, a lot of shielding, and she's dead. Alright, and that's a super speed build for Dooley. Dooley combat cores are very, very strong right now. Dooley weapon cores are very, very strong right now. But a lot of fun, very fast, very flashy. See you in the next video.